Hi guys, so tonight I am talking about creating a social media strategy for barbershops. So I'm doing this in the Social Bang group, but it's also going out on YouTube Live. So feel free to share the video, like it, post a comment on it, and subscribe to the channel on YouTube. If you have any friends who are barbers or who own barbers or anything like that, feel free to share the video with them or to add them to the group. Barbers can be a funny business in the sense that they can often be greatly defined by their location. They're definitely, important that they are in prime location with parking and with good footfall. So oftentimes you see them in shopping centers. Oftentimes they can be of brands, of franchises, and other times you're sole traders. So it can be a different approach for the different types of barbershops. Um, just looking at where they need to be on in terms of social media profiles. At the moment in Ireland, the social media profiles that a barbershop should really be occupying is um, is definitely Facebook initially, Snapchat, and Instagram. You have to remember that this is based on aesthetics for the most part. So Snapchat and Instagram are quite important for the business. Facebook is is definitely the most important though, because all your target market is on Facebook. You can use Facebook ads to target local people, specifically males, and the age group that you want to target. So there's lots of capabilities with Facebook ads, but Instagram and Snapchat will also add that kind of aesthetically pleasing appearance and kind of outlook to people who don't follow your page on Facebook or who aren't active on Facebook, and definitely are much more engaging than your Facebook page will be. So I'll create a document in the group afterwards to run through what I think you should be doing. But some of the main points we'll look at where people need to be, they definitely need to be creating a Facebook group for customers, or you should really be calling these members. You should be calling it an exclusive Facebook group. Um, the key to doing this is that your Facebook page engagement is quite low. So for the average Facebook page, it's 1 to 2%. If you're doing really good, you might get that up as high as 10 or 15%. But this means only 1 to 2% of your Facebook page are seeing an update or are seeing a post you make. Whereas if you're in a group, the engagement will be much higher, and people may even have notifications to see every post that you make in the group. It also adds a little bit of value to your customers, so you pitch it as an exclusive group where there's exclusive news, details, offers, and kind of run it as a loyalty card scheme, really. So that would be definitely an essential part of any barbershop to create further customers. Then with your Facebook page profile, you should really be optimizing this to attract people into that group. So although they might not have come to you yet, but definitely get them in there, join your exclusive club, and they'll be more likely to come to you in the future. So your cover photo should direct people towards the group. So for example, your cover photo, once people visit your profile, your cover photo will be one of the first things they see, and it's a real opportunity to market to your page visitors. So you should have a direct call to action to join your group. So kind of like I have here in the Whabang group. If you click that learn more button, you'll be redirected to this Social Bang page. So maybe that's how some of you got into the group, but you can do a similar thing here. Join our exclusive group to get the latest deals, news, and updates about your barbershop. You can also have this like a club, so you could call it a club and have a branded name on it to give more value than just the same name as your business. Once you have that call to action, you should also add some posts around it. Your posts and updates should also include the same call to action, so to join the free group. So you need to start creating content. And the type of content you can create should definitely focus on the before and after of hairstyles. So what people look like before they came in and what they look like after, and the difference there and what you've done and how that kind of improves their style. You should also be posting fashion related content. So it doesn't just have to be about haircuts, but also other fashion related content, and especially the type which focuses on the benefits of having style. And you can definitely take a tongue-in-cheek kind of approach to this, particularly if you're going after the younger clientele. So if you're looking towards young guys, your brand personality should be more about fun, kind of tongue-in-cheek, and a bit kind of almost racy or cheeky. Whereas if you're going for older clientele, you might want to be a bit more reserved in the way you approach that. But definitely don't just talk about haircuts all the time. Show different fashion senses, and this will get people interested in your business, and this will set you apart from other barbers. You'll also attract the right kind of people. So you'll attract the kind of people who are interested in fashion, who are interested in style, and who will overpay for these kind of things. So if you're like myself, you'll probably go to the barber with the cheapest haircut, or you'll have a friend like Lee in this group who I typically go to. So you that kind of person is grand, but I definitely put my haircuts off till the last second before I get them. So I'm not the kind of person you want to be attracting into your barbershop. You want to be attracting that person who goes to the barbers kind of twice a month, who's really into their different styles and who will overpay to kind of get that quality haircut. So by posting this fashion related content, that will speak to them more than it would to the likes of me. You should also be posting different hairstyles, new hairstyles that celebrities are wearing. Ask people what to think. Would they like to try this? Would they like to model this? Be a model to try this new style? And that just gets people in the door and gets people familiar with you. But it also kind of gives you a sense of your expertise and your style, and that you're up to date with the fashion trends, that you're the expert in this area, and that you have a passion for being a barber. So you're following these things, it's of interest to you, and you know your stuff. And at the same time, when you're doing this, a good way to kind of increase engagement for this is to have two side by side. So say, for example, a particular haircut or trend that one celebrity is wearing versus a completely different one that another celebrity is wearing at the moment, and ask people, which one would you prefer, so kind of A or B. And it doesn't really matter which one comes out on top or anything. But the thing that this does is that this increases engagement on your page. More people will start liking your page. More people will find out about your business, and more people will become followers of your business. But also the people who are liking your page and these pictures, Facebook then promotes more of your content towards them because they deem those people to have an interest in your post. So then when you do come to post a promotional post or an offer, then these people who have been liking all your other posts of good content are more likely to see that, because Facebook says, well, they were interested in all your stuff. They've shown that by liking, by commenting, and by viewing your pictures. So we'll send out this promotional post to them as well. So if you get people engaged, your post and engagement rate will increase for your promotional posts as well. Another thing that you can do in the same vein to try and increase that engagement is to post related content from other pages that has nothing got to do with barbering or barbershops, but is of interest to your target market. And it can be, that should really try and get across your personality. So if you're targeting the younger crowd, stuff that's kind of humorous, stuff that's totally for lads, stuff that they're tagging their friends and stuff that's already going viral. And you should be looking at kind of websites that reflect that. So, things like Unilad, Lad Bible, Conor McGregor, Paddy Power, all these kinds of things. They're the types of websites you should be following on Facebook and posting that content onto your page. Again, this doesn't have anything to do with barbering, but it means that people will like and engage with that. Your target market will like and engage with that. And then when it comes to you promoting your promotional posts, they'll actually have engaged with you previously. So Facebook will send out that content to them as well. So otherwise, they might have never been interested in your barbering. In this type of content, you need to change it according to your target market. If you're targeting like young kids and teenagers, you might need slightly different content, and you might be actually targeting the mothers of those kids. So again, if you're targeting corporate clients or if you're targeting more elderly, you need to target your content or curate your content at that kind of level. You should also focus on getting your personality across, your expertise, your passion, and your skills. So anything that shows that you're kind of educating yourself, that you're keeping up to date, that you're practicing new styles, that you're kind of doing really good haircuts, all that should be online. With your Snapchat and Instagram, with Instagram, you need to focus initially on the hashtags that are local. So, for example, for Sandra, her barbers is in Cork. So, Sandra, you should start searching for people in Cork and friends and family in Cork and see what hashtags they're using, and other businesses in Cork, what hashtags they're using that are related to Cork. So it's no good putting out there hashtag Ireland. Isn't really going to work for you initially. Like, yes, it's good to build your brand nationally. It'd be great if you could have like 30,000 followers, and that would reflect well on your business in the locality. But initially, when you're trying to get that traction, you need to really focus on hashtags and stuff like that that are based on the local area, because you want to be discovered by those people in the local area. And on Instagram, your content will be discovered by hashtags. With Snapchat, you should really be focusing on the aesthetics, and the same with Instagram. Should be focusing on the aesthetics of the shop. If you've any cool features, some barbers have, pool tables, some have TVs, some have cool chairs for kids, all this kind of thing, or just modern style. You should always be focusing on that. It should also be the perfect tool for you to get your personality across, to talk to people, to ask them different things, and just have a laugh, really. And don't forget the kind of personal side to barbering, and that people want that kind of connection with you. People want to talk to you. And if you come across well as a nice person, and you can have a laugh, and someone that they'll connect with, they'll be more likely to go to you than as opposed to the barber who isn't doing this kind of stuff. Then, of course, your customers, you should always try and get email addresses off customers, off leads, whatever it is. And you should really set up an email marketing stream. So this would kind of update them on different things that's going on in the shop, or different promotions that you're running. But you should have an automation kind of to remind them, find out of them how long they typically, or how often they typically get their haircut, and then send them an email with whatever that is, every 6 weeks, every 8 weeks, kind of a reminder email. Oh, you must be due your haircut. Do you want to book an appointment? What day suits you? Stuff like that, just to kind of give them that trigger that day. No, God, it has been a long time since I've got my haircut. It's been 8 weeks or whatever. So you can have that all set up with your email marketing. And you can also track it using an Excel sheet or something like that, to anytime they come into the shop, mark off their name and their dates when they came in, and then you'll see the pattern of how often they come to your barbershop. And you can just anticipate that and see the pattern, and then kind of reduce the risk of them leaving your barbers for another place. You should also partner with other male-related businesses. Obviously, there are businesses which are just targeting men. So, like obviously men's clothes shops. I can't even think off the top of my head now, but pubs, bookies, this kind of thing, definitely male orientated. There'll be different ones in your locality that will definitely scream out to you that these are really targeting males, and you should partner with them. Whatever it is, give some incentive that their customers should go to you, whether it's a free haircut or a free haircut after every 5 or something like that, you know. You should definitely give some incentive, because if you're doing all this social media stuff, and if you're doing your email marketing, and if you're doing targeted ads, once you get someone in the door, they're highly unlikely to leave you for different barbers. So you might have to give something away to get them in. But once you get them in, if you're doing all these things and you have these implemented correctly, it should be much more unlikely that they would leave your barbers for another barber. So once you get them, it'll pay back over the lifetime value of the customer. The other thing then to be looking at, if you are looking to put money behind this, you should be doing Facebook ads. Shouldn't really be putting money on anything else. But Facebook ads, you can target just males. You can target them by their age. You can target them by their occupation, by their interests, and you can target people who've watched your videos now even, and you can create specific audiences that you want to boost posts towards. So, you know, for as little as kind of a euro or two a day, you can boost your posts towards them, or you can create more complex Facebook ads, kind of targeting people to join your group or come in for a haircut or a promotion or whatever. But because you're so local and you're a retail based location, you can really narrow down your target market into males of a certain age who live in a certain area, and who have certain interests, if you even need to do that. You could also target people who just like your page, so you know they have an interest you, or you can target people whose friends like your page. So say for example, if I liked your page and you target friends who liked your page, for my friends it might come up Colin Baker and 6 other people like Boston Barbers Mullingar, for example. So that kind of gives that social proof that these barbers are a good place and that my friends trust them and they go there, so they can be very effective for you. Other things you can do, you can definitely, you know, create slideshows in terms of your content of the different haircuts that you specialize in. You could create Facebook carousel ads, which are kind of like a slideshow of ads with the different hairstyles, and you could ask them which one is for you, you know, or which is your preferred hairstyle, and that would lead into kind of getting them to join your group or coming in for a free trial or whatever. So there's loads you can do. I would really focus on Facebook initially, and create your Facebook group, and then get people into it in store and also through your content on Facebook. And if you want to put money behind it, Facebook ads as well. The Facebook ads should definitely be based around the haircuts and the styles you've already done. And then you can also organically increase your kind of subscribers and your following on Snapchat and Instagram. But I wouldn't be spending too much time on Snapchat and Instagram until you have your Facebook up and running, your group up and running, and start thinking about email marketing. So there are just some key points. You know, there's lots more you can do, but we're just looking at the things you really, really should start doing. If you do this, this will be more than enough to help grow your business in the locality. So thanks a million for joining in. I'd love if you could like and share or subscribe to this to the YouTube channel. And if you have any barber friends or people who run barber businesses, make sure to send this video to them and ask them to join the group. So thanks a million for tuning in, guys. Hope this was of value to you, and I hope the YouTube live thing went okay in the group. So thanks a million, and talk soon.